You gotta pull the plug on the laptop and then the live stream is gonna end before it even starts. Is that what you're gonna do? Huh? Yeah, pretty much. That's the plan, isn't it? Wow. Then you come up here and show everyone your butt. Hmm? Nobody has anything to say yet, Bite. What do you think about that? Nobody wants to talk to you. Huh? Hi, Tasha. First and only one to say anything so far. I cut back to two videos a day a week, and all of a sudden, no one wants to talk to me anymore. Man, tough crowd, huh? What do you think? Hi, Margaret. Oh, Nibble's coming out to visit too here. Get to see her, maybe her only appearance of the day here. I don't know. We'll see. Do I still have snow? No, the snow melted after a couple days. It's back to being like 60 degrees out again. It was fun while it lasted, though. It was all the good things about snow, and I didn't have to shovel it. And it looks like we already lost Nibble. What are you looking at, Pike? Huh? It's just a head game with you. You look at something up on the ceiling, knowing that I'll go look too, right? Is that what it is? Playing head games with me. All right, we got England, we got Seattle, and no one has anything to say. Hi, Diane, but nobody's talking here, so I don't know. Slow start. Getting a couple of people to pop on here. Anita thinks you're beautiful. What do you think about that? You're not impressed? We tried. When I'm able to travel in your area, what's a good place to visit? Well, I think the first thing I got to do is I got to go back to California and pick up some stuff from my mom and get Flash. It's time that she come out here and join me here. This is her new house now, and my mom's still got a whole bunch of stuff of mine uh, from when she sold the house that I wanted to have. And Right now, it's sitting in our garage, and I can't get it because I can't drive, or I can't go there because of work and all that. How much money do I think I've saved since moving to California to Texas? Well, I mean, the fact I was paying 1,500 to 1,600 a month of mortgage, I don't have that at all anymore. Gas prices are lower; they're about half what they are in California. Um, so yeah, I mean, it's quite a bit. It's quite a bit. Your snow from last week only lasted a day. Yeah, we didn't get any rain after it, so I mean, it was gone on the roads later on in the afternoon. It was gone on my driveway in 2 days, and it was basically gone out completely after 3 or 4 days. I've said multiple times here that this was the perfect snowstorm. I got all the good stuff in the snow, and I didn't have to shovel it. Spike says black and white cats are the smartest. Is that true? No, I don't know about that. How much snow did I get? We got about 4 inches here, which was nice. Like I said, it lasted a few days and then it was gone. I think it was probably Tuesday, or it must have been Wednesday, because that was when I went back to work. It was Wednesday that I first noticed that water wasn't dripping off the roof anymore, which means all the snow on the roof had melted. It was nice, and now it's over, and it's nice and sunny outside today, and the snow is all gone, and we're maybe expecting some rain later in the week, so that'll be nice. You know how much I love it when it rains. We don't get the great electrical storms though until the winter, until the summer. I didn't hear that. Phil Spector died in prison from COVID. I didn't hear that. Only I can make changing a light interesting. That's cool. Thank you, I guess. Send some rain to California. Yeah, no, I moved from California here to get the rain, so you got to come and get it yourself. You learn so much from watching my videos. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's sort of what I do. That's something, every job I've ever had, I've turned into a trainer at some level. And so that's, that's something I really enjoy doing. If I encountered any bug issues or anything that's different from well, a lot of things are different here from California. Uh, if you remember my video about a year and a half ago in October, um, when I was still at the apartment, there was that infestation of the crickets, that they were just literally everywhere. That was a little bit different. There's different bugs around here. We got big giant millipedes that walk around here that occasionally get into the house, and the cicadas are pretty noisy. You don't get those at all in California. Hi, Black Dot. How are you doing? No, you're absolutely right, Robert. I noted that when I first got to Texas, is that the people are so much more friendly here. I don't know what it's all about, but there's no competition. What do the cats think of the bugs? Well, it's something new to chase, right? You like chasing anything that moves around. That's why I had to get those lizards or whatever. I think there are geckos or something, or chameleons or something that got in here a couple times. Had to get them out of here because I didn't want the cats eating them. Hi, Vicky. How's my mom? My mom is doing good. Talked to her a little bit last night. She wanted to kind of know how the how some things were going at work. So got a little chance to catch up last night. I got a little news on that front, but I'll share it when we get a few more people in here. Somebody's here now. Ask me later on. You like the paint job? Yeah, I think that's probably what's going to be the task for this weekend. Is I'm going to paint another part of this room. It takes a little pressure off of me a little bit not having to do 4 vlogs a week right now. So maybe get myself a little bit ahead of the game. Get myself to the point maybe I can go back to 3 days a week or something. But it's funny, Jordan has said every time that he reduces the number of videos that he produces a week, his views tend to go up. And I'm still kind of small potatoes for compared to him, but I've seen a little bit too. My subscriber rates have been going up in the last week, and I can't really attribute it to anything else. So finally, nice temperatures today. Yeah, it's supposed to be like in the 60s today. It's gonna be a nice day out. Good morning, PDXer. Hi, Stephanie. How you doing? My vlogs are high. Hmm. They're not getting it from me. You think my eaves need a fresh coat? Yeah, maybe. That might be something I do at some point. Probably wouldn't hurt a little bit. Oh man, I noticed something moving around in the front yard here. There's a neighbor cat that's wandering around in my yard right now. It's like, is somebody coming to the door? No, what is that? That's a cat. Mike hasn't noticed it yet though. Yeah, no snow here. Snow's done now. That was gone in a couple days. Oh, very, very high in quality. Okay. I was hoping my live streams were having more fun than I am. Good lighting in the backyard. Yeah, yeah. I keep being impressed how much light those LED lights throw. They really do light up the whole backyard. In fact, the only area in the backyard now it's a little bit dark is right behind the shed because it's in the shadow of the light. So yeah, it's really good now. How's traffic in Waco? Traffic is virtually non-existent. There is one area where it's bad, and that's the I-35 going through Waco, and that's because they got a bunch of construction going on right now, and it's jacking everything up. But other than that, I remember when I was doing like Silo of Screams, I'd get done with work and I'd drive to the city of Temple, which is about 20 miles from here, and I could go during rush hour on a Friday night and get there in about 18 minutes. So you called Jeff Kidd Breck yesterday on Jordan's live stream. Uh-oh. Well, then if you start talking to Jeff, I might ignore you. So are the neighbors friendly? Yeah, pretty much, pretty much. Did I put motion sensors on the backyard lights? No, I specifically didn't want that. In fact, I talked about that a little bit in the video. I had to look a little bit to find the ones I wanted because I wanted ones that just basically turned on when I turned them on and turned them on and turned off when I turned them off. I didn't want them coming on because a possum or something comes in the backyard and lighten up all the yard and all that. I just want them to come on when they come on. When I want them on, that's it. Right, Bite? You're getting a little bit more used to like standing at the window there by the back door and looking at what's going on out there, aren't you? You like to do that. Fun things to look at out there. All the squirrels and all the birds, right? I think I still got to put like a bird feeder in front of your window in your room. That would be kind of fun, right? Yeah, it's beautiful today. It's a little bit chilly right now. I think it's probably in the upper 50s, but it's really nice. It's really nice to be outside on a day like this. So of course I'm going to probably spend the day inside painting. Should we expect a possum recipe soon? No, no, not going to do that. I'm not someone who's into hunting down and killing his own food. I don't know. I like animals too much. And Lake Tahoe, also beautiful. Yeah, that's a beautiful area, and if the weather's nice, it's nice to be out. Yeah, I'm glad I did that video too. I was talking to my mom about that last night, and she said she enjoyed watching that too. And I'm glad to have it because now it's basically I can just put it up on the screen anytime I want, and it's just kind of a peaceful scene. Inside painting, am I starting in the living room? Well, not starting because this area here has already been done. But what I'm thinking about doing, there's area behind the laptop. I've divided this room into kind of three sections, and I think I'm going to do section two today. And so that's going to be basically, where I left off. So it's going to be this wall and a couple walls behind you. And then I'm also going to do a couple more segments of the ceilings. I'm probably going to do this segment and this segment of the ceiling white. I still haven't figured out what I want to do with the beam yet, so we got to figure that out. I don't think I want to do that with the same blue that I was doing on the crown molding behind me. I don't think that's right. I really wish it was still just the natural wood color, but they painted over it. It'd be nice if I could figure out how to get that paint off of it. But I might just end up painting it brown at some point. I don't know. If I find that paint takes long, forever to dry in corners on colder days, yeah. Yeah, I've noticed that too. But one of the things I'll do is open up the windows a little bit, let a little air in here because it's nice. It's going to be a nice day out today. How about a stain color? Well, the problem is you have to put stain on bare wood, and it isn't bare wood anymore. Somebody painted over it, so uh, you know I might have to paint like just a brown color or something. I don't know. Well, I got to figure that out. How's the job market in my area? Well, it took me a while to find the right job, but I did find a good one. Yeah, I got to do something definitely. I haven't done anything with the speaker wire yet. That looks really ugly running, and that's kind of how I got this going to the surround speakers. But I was thinking about that today, and that might be part of the project. I want to put them into something that attaches them to the wall a little bit more, and so hides them better. Because right now they're just strung along the ceiling, and that looks horrible. Like I said, I want to get the beams to look like their natural wood color, and that's going to I think be hard to do. So I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. Can I do wireless speakers? Well, maybe, but I don't have the equipment for that. Everything was designed with wired speakers, so I think we'll probably just stick with that. But I think I can buy some metal conduit, not specifically like round conduit, you think, but they got stuff that's specifically designed for hiding speaker wires and stuff like that. And I think I can kind of make that blend in and disappear. Definitely look better than what's up there now, right? A couple of hooks and just a wire running along the ceiling. That's kind of the general direct where place I want it to run, but I got to do a better job of hiding them. Yeah, it does sound good. I enjoy having a surround sound again. I have thought about boxing them in with wood. That is a thought. Because then I could actually stain it however I want. Gene stepped out for a little while. Hope you come back. The wood grain tool, I can paint it to make it look like wood. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I wish it was bare wood. They got the same kind of wood as posts out in front holding up the patio, or the not the patio, the porch overhang. And I love the color of that wood. It'd be nice if, and I'm guessing that the beams on the roof used to be that color. I think there's options. Like I said, that's something I'm gonna have to think about for a while. Everybody really apparently liked the snow live stream last week. That's gotten a lot of views. Hi, the top vloggers. How you doing? Good to see you again here. Well, stripping paint from wood generally isn't a problem if the wood is nice and smooth, because usually you can go over it with like a heat gun and stuff like that, and the paint will peel off. But this is really, really coarse stuff, so there's a lot of texture in there and a lot of areas for the paint to get in. The only way I think I'd be able to strip the paint off of them uh, would be to like sand it off or something like that, and that'd be a huge mess. Yeah, I don't know if replacement is the option either. Um, but somebody did mention earlier that I could like put a wood laminate over it and make it look like wood. Get just some thin sheets of like oak or something like that, put them up there and stain it and make it look really nice. I think maybe Bite sees the cat too because he went over to the window. He heard his name and now he's coming back. Ever think about getting a pooch like Jaw? Yeah, yeah. I mean, if I got a dog, it's not going to be a little dog. Jaw's a great dog, but I'm a big dog kind of person. When Bite comes back, give him a belly rub. Well, he's right there right now, rubbing up against the TV tray. Oh, everybody's really quiet today. Yeah, I hear you on that one, Cookie the Cook. I hate popcorn stealing. I had it in the house I lived in. Not my house in California, but my parents' house in California had popcorn stealing, and it was a mess. And I'm glad I didn't have it in my house in California. I don't have it here. I had it in the apartment too, and I'm just not a fan of it. I don't know what the appeal of it is, but I guess they just did a lot of that. Around that time period because my parents' house was built in the '60s. I don't know exactly when the apartment I lived in was built, but it had it there too. Hello, Arkansas. You like the ocean rolling in the background? Yeah, I know. I'm surprised the channel isn't doing better. He's got a lot of great videos. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's one of these things that's going to be one of those things that it'll just kind of lurk along for a while, and then all of a sudden it'll take off, and he'll go crazy, and his subscriber will go crazy because right now he's been hovering about 250 subscribers for almost since the beginning. Have I ever had an in-ground pool? No, I haven't. I mean, I've known people who have, but I never had one myself. I just got the above ground pool. Got to get a pickup truck soon to be a Texan. Yeah, I don't know. I have thought it'd be nice to have the storage, but I like the fact that I kind of get good gas mileage with the car I have. I'm thinking maybe next time instead of you know leasing a car, which is what I'm doing now, I may actually buy one and then have like a trailer hitch hooked to it. And I could just buy a trailer, and when I need to haul something, hook up the trailer. I think that's probably best of both worlds for me. Hi, Charlotte and Logan. How you doing? Yeah, I really like the lights that I put up outside too. It's amazing. I went from two lights that had 600 watts of power to six lights that have a combined about 40 watts of power, and we're throwing out way more light. It was a good choice. Yeah, the popcorn ceilings. I mean, they're. I've seen things that people say they can do that make it easy to bring them down. To get them down, you can do it yourself, but it's a huge, huge mess. Did my dad teach me to do the electrical work? Yeah, we worked together to put in the patio cover on in my house in California, and I did all the electrical in that. Must have done all right because it passed inspection. You have a hallway that's all stucco, scraping off is a huge mess. Yeah, I bet. I'm wondering if you'd cover it with something. I mean, you could probably do like a drop ceiling, but that I don't know that probably wouldn't look really nice. I'll be amazed at the friends I get once I have a truck and a trailer. Yeah, probably. They all seem to be moving and need a favor. Yeah, and that's how that works. How are the supermarkets as a comparison to California? Well, ironically, there really only is one major supermarket. It's HEB. They seem to just dominate this part of Texas, And one of the things I noticed in California is that there were all sorts of different grocery stores. There was Albertsons and Ralph's and Vons and Safeway and other things. So, it's all HEB here, which is interesting. Are you going to start some peppers? Or are you just going to buy them at a garden center? I'll probably buy them at a garden center. I'm thinking probably at least with stuff like that, I might buy a little small plants and put them in the ground. Other things I may grow from seeds. I don't know. We'll see. We're going to figure it out. Make you folks in the West jealous. What's gas going for? About $1.84 a gallon right now. When does planting season start in Texas? I'll have to look that up a little bit, but it'll probably be March or something like that. We got to get to the point where we're past the point where we get freezes because that tends to kill off plants. It is fun to start from a seed, so I may do that on some things. Yeah, definitely going to grow some jalapeno peppers. Maybe some other kinds of peppers, different types of jalapenos, and different kinds of spiced chili pepper things. But I'd like to grow some tomatoes. I love tomatoes. Uh, who knows? I'll figure it out. Um, when we get to that point, lettuce maybe, carrots. I just the kind of stuff I like to eat. Broccoli maybe. I love broccoli. Love fresh broccoli. Pop that in the steamer all the time. That's one of my go to veggies. Spinach maybe. I like spinach. Ronnie Dunn has a song called "How Far to Waco," huh? All right. What do you think about that? Hmm? It's funny. I bought you that nice new toy and put it out in the middle of the floor right there, and you couldn't leave it alone when the live stream wasn't going. But now that it is going, you're just ignoring it, aren't you? What's that all about? Huh? That thing has kitty treats in it. You're not even playing with it. You're crazy. You know that, right? Let's see if he's going to go. He's got it in his sights, but now he's walking away. Let's see if we can coax him to go over to it here by throwing a kitty treat at it. Maybe he'll start thinking about that. Yeah, see, he's looking at it now. He knows that thing's got kitty treats in it, and sometimes if he wobbles it around, they'll come out. There we go. He's looking at it now. The thing's got like you put the kitty treats in it, and the cats are supposed to bat at it a little bit, and the kitty treats come out. And there you got one. The problem is there were like four holes in it, and so no matter what you did, it was like it would you could bat it around a couple times, and all the kitty treats would be out and all over the floor. So I actually covered up three of the holes. So now he's got to work at it a little bit because it only comes out one side. But see, he didn't get anything that time, did you? Nothing came out that time. You already bored with it? Yeah, there you got one. Now that he knows what that thing's dishing the treats here, he's more interested in it than he is in me. Put him in a kitty treat coma and he'll go back to his room and sleep it off. I think he's getting the feel for it now. It only comes out one side though. That was probably a good idea to do it, make him work a little bit for it. Because if you bat it a couple times and all the kitty treats come out, then they're bored with it. They eat the kitty treats and that's the end of it. I got 3 of them out that time. All right, well, he's entertained for a while. Let's see, what have I missed here? $239 for gas in South Dakota. You just bought a house trying to figure out what to do with your garden or figure out your garden, yeah. 269 in Oregon. Corn should grow there, yeah, maybe. I like corn. I love corn. That's actually been one of my disappointments is I haven't been able to find a lot of good corn on the cob. Zucchini and donate to the food bank and everyone at work for Halloween tricks. You know, the only I mean, I'm not a huge zucchini fan. You know, I like fried zucchini. That's good. Michigan has a short season. Yeah, he's gonna have this thing completely drained now. He's completely obsessed with that now. He's almost got all the treats out of it. Now he's gonna walk off. Now he's bored with it. That's it. He's lost interest. Maybe he'll come visit us now. Yeah, yeah. Phil Spector was a murderer. Went to prison. Hey, bye, everybody. See if we can get him to come over here and visit us. Where is he? Oh, I hear him. There he is. Popped up on this side. Logan says you're her cat. How did the pool get with the frozen and did the pool get frozen in the snow? No, no. Temperature dropped quite a bit in the pool, but it didn't get anywhere near freezing. It would have to be a lot colder for a lot longer than we had it here for the pool to freeze. I think the pool went from about 54 to about 48 in about a 2 day period, but it's probably starting to warm up again. I don't know. I haven't looked. There he's back. Yeah, I'll go visit Jordan at some point. We've already talked about that. As he mentioned in his live stream, I'll come and visit him. And he sent me a copy of the home inspection report, and I basically sent him back one that said, that yeah, this is something I can do. This is something I can do. You know, I can't do this. This is something you need to get a professional to do. But a lot of stuff is just simple little things that need to be done. Where's Nibble? She made her appearance briefly, but I think she's in her room right now. I don't know. Are the kisses for me or for Bite? Probably for Bite, right? There's a face that you can kiss, Logan. Okay, we've had a request for a belly rub. Belly rub time. Belly rubs for bite. It's funny how tolerant he is of this. He doesn't like being handled for long periods of time, but he'll tolerate this for quite a bit. Okay, that's enough, all right? You had your limit. Chase him off. You really like the lights in the backyard? Yeah, I do too. More light for less power. They can't argue with that. Lights up the whole backyard now. The only part of the backyard right now that's even a little bit dark is the area right behind the shed because it's in the shadow, But that's okay. I don't have a need to go behind the shed much at night. I don't know. That might change as we get more into spring and summer when I'm doing some gardening out there. But is there power in the shed? No, no. I could probably run power to it, but there isn't power out there currently. The lights would be good for a pool party. I've been thinking about doing something maybe in the trees too. I don't know, both in the front yard and the backyard. There's a neighbor here that has done something that I hadn't seen many other people do, but I thought it was a good idea. The problem I have with light, I really like the fact that it's dark here. There's no street lights on my street, and so it's dark at night. It's really dark at night. And I'm not a huge fan of light pollution. I like it when it's a little bit on the dark side. So I've been thinking about putting like lighting out in the front yard, but the issue is, I don't want to overlight the house and create the light pollution that lights up the whole neighborhood because of it. But somebody, one of my neighbors, put lights way, way, way high up in the trees and had them pointing up into the canopy of the trees. So what ends up happening is you get this kind of soft, diffused light reflecting off the underside of the tree, and I think that's really cool. So I might do that at some point. FedEx airport aircraft mechanic from Memphis, huh? That's cool. Yeah, work schedule's working out well for me. Put a camera out in the back of the shed there, and have it like on 24 hours a day, so you can always watch my garden. That'd be funny. The girls want to know how Nana is doing. I talked to her last night. She's doing good. She's doing her thing. Um, uh, yeah, yeah, she's doing fine. Can I put solar ground lights? I'm not really a fan of the solar lights. I don't they don't I don't think do as good of a job. I'm more of a fan of like low voltage LED or something like that. They seem to be a little bit more efficient and provide the kind of light. I think the lights that I'm thinking about though for the trees are going to be like low voltage uh, like landscaping lights. I want to put like some just kind of broad spotlights on the trees, shining at the underside. They are annoying when meowing. Oh, you have no idea how many mornings I wake up saying, "Shut up, bite!" And of course, that just encourages more meowing. You ran LED Christmas lights around the ceiling of the girls' room. Looks cute. Yeah, that's cool. That's kind of a fun little thing. Have I had a fire in the fireplace? Yeah, yeah, yes, I have. Actually, I've had a number of them. I got a little problem with it right now. I think I got a plug somewhere in there, and I got to get somebody out to maybe clean the chimney or something like that. Because last time I had a fire in it, the smoke wasn't going up the smokestack; it was coming into the house. So I haven't had one in the fireplace for a while. That's one of the things I got to get somebody out here to deal with. I went up there to look at myself and see if it's something I could figure out on my own, but I couldn't get into it, so there must be some trick that I'm not aware of. When your lab wants food in the morning, he barks a lot. Oh, that's even worse than meowing. Because I don't even think the cats are meowing because they're hungry. I think there's meowing just to meow. You know I'm on camera. Yeah, well, sometimes. I mean, I'm convinced Bite knows that when I'm about to start a live stream because usually he's hanging out in his room during the day, and when the live stream starts, or when I'm starting to set up, because I got to bring the laptop out here and get it on and get everything set up and get the lights all set up and get the flag up. The flag isn't up all the time. I put the flag up for the live stream and then it's down for the rest of the time. And of course, the little laser lights on the roof, they aren't going all the time. And Matt's video isn't running on the computer in the background there all the time. I don't know. I'll probably fly when I go to visit Jordan. And I'm going to have to drive when I go visit my parents. Jordan says he's got a guest bedroom, so should be, want to get him to get a chance to get in there and get moved in a little bit. I only got to the point where I was ready to start accepting guests, just a month or two ago. The girls know that Breck is on after church and never stop till we turn it on. Ah, that's cool. I'm glad. That's sort of why I do this too. About this time is because especially because I know Jeff Kidd stops in here usually after church. So haven't seen him yet today, but hopefully he'll pop on pretty soon. Any bonus for my job for my weight loss? Not necessarily for the weight loss, but I told you about that Fitbit thing that they give me. Like I said, it isn't a Fitbit. They call it a Virgin Pulse, but it's Virgin's equivalent of the Fitbit. And I get money for walking a certain number of steps every day, and you know, doing healthy challenges and stuff like that. And I got like a $70 gift card from Home Depot waiting for me at some point, and it keeps building up. So yeah, I haven't seen Bill K either. You put a camera on Bite, day in the life of Bite. Yeah, I don't know. We tried that. We tried that. Earlier in the year when I was still in the apartment and I was going to work and I would leave the live stream going all day and for the with the cats and then they'd walk away from the camera and you'd just be staring at an empty couch all day. Yeah, I don't know. Plus the fact, how exciting would it be to sit there and watch them in their room for 8 hours straight just sleeping? Because that's basically what they do. Google just bought out Fitbit. Oh, wonderful. How did we get to know Jeff Kidd? Jeff Kidd just popped on here. He became a viewer, and then he started doing his own thing. He started early on before he was doing official vlogs. He was just shooting videos that he'd share with his friends on how to cook things, and he shared a few of them with me, and then basically he turned it into a vlog. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of weird how there's this kind of stair step where one vlogger inspires another because Adam the Woo inspired Jordan, Jordan inspired me, and now I've inspired Jordan and I have both inspired Jeff. So maybe when Bite Meows, he's saying hi to me. Yeah, but you don't have to say hi a bunch of times, do you? It'd be really boring if I said hi, 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 hi. You like it when I cook? Okay, cool. You'll love Tuesday's video. Tuesday's video is going to be a cooking vlog. I think it's John M's video. It's the barbecues in the Instant Pot. It turned out good. That's definitely a way to go. It was easy to do. 'Cause you remember that whole thing started on a live stream a couple of weeks ago. John mentioned barbecue ribs in the Instant Pot, and I was skeptical at first, but it turned out good. I will definitely do that again. Nice and juicy, nice and tender. Ate the whole rack of ribs in one meal. Yeah, I did that video last week, so you'll already see that that's already uploaded and ready to go. So you'll definitely see that on Tuesday. Right, buddy? You didn't get any barbecue ribs, so it upset your tummy, I think. I didn't use the sweet barbecue sauce. I used that stuff I got from Rudy's. Rudy's Barbecue. You may recall I went to Rudy's Barbecue during a restaurant vlog, probably about a year ago, and bought a bottle of barbecue sauce. And I've really enjoyed that stuff. That's been really good. So I used that with it. It was very, very good. Yeah, Bites Bud is showing. He always does that. You got to keep an eye on your posts. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what that previous one means. Any need for another shed? No, no. I'll get rid of stuff before I get another shed. I mean, the one I got is pretty full right now because I store the lawnmower in there, and so that takes up a lot of room. But fortunately, it fits in there barely. Never snows where you live in Texas. Did the snow in Waco stay on the ground long? Yeah, in terms of we got about 4 inches of it. The stuff on the in the streets that was melted by before the end of the day. Um, the stuff on my driveway was probably gone in 2 days, and the stuff on the grass and yard and stuff that was gone in 3 or 3.5 days. Yeah, house is coming together. It's got a long ways to go, but we've come a long ways too. So I'm going to get some more, I think, painting done today. I think that's what the job is going to be this weekend. Jordan doing a live stream wouldn't surprise me. Let's see. You can always check. Well, I'm definitely doing one. That's interesting. Let's see. Where is he? Yeah, it looks like he's live streaming right now. So, yeah, we may lose people. That happens. Oh, there's Bill Kay. Have I been to Six Flags Over Texas? Not since I moved here. I took a trip through Texas when I was in like junior high or something like that. We visited then. What am I going to paint now? I'm going to probably paint a little bit more of the living room here. I basically, we painted this wall and this wall here, but this wall here and going all the way around the front of the house isn't done. And I also got to do the wall with the TV on it. So I've broken it up into three parts. The part of the wall with the TV on it's going to be a little bit complicated because I'm literally going to have to figure out how to take that TV off the wall. And it took two of us to get it up there. So I don't know. I might have to recruit a neighbor or something to come in and help me take it off the wall. He's doing a Bob Marley show. That's cool. Oh, he did a live stream last night. He must have something to talk about. The girls won't let you leave. That's awesome. Thank you, girls. You lay down the law. You're in charge. Notice the earthquakes lately. I was noticing there were a few little ones in California, but I still kind of keep an eye on that. Oh, he said he was doing an early live stream for people in other countries. Yeah, that's another reason why I kind of do these a little earlier in the day now than I used to. Is that you know that so people across the pond and stuff because it's still late. You get over to like Australia, it's like midnight or one over there, but in Western Europe, it's probably you know early evening, and so that's kind of cool. People, we get people from all over the world to check in on these, so I kind of want to try and do what I can to accommodate people when I can. My recliner looks like a good napping chair. It is. It's very comfortable. I've slept in that a few times. Yeah, yeah, he's very excited about that. Jordan's very excited about his house. I'm happy for him. He deserves it. He's worked hard to get where he is. What size is the TV? It's a, oh, I would say it's probably a 50-inch, but it's hanging on the wall. So, like I said, it took two of us to get it up there. Oh, I'm sure most of the islands in Japan have earthquakes every day. I mean, you look at the earthquakes in California. You know, there are hundreds of earthquakes every day in California, and California only has really one major fault. Uh, there's about three of them bisecting Japan, so that's definitely a place I wouldn't want to live. Too many earthquakes. Is my work schedule still showing mandatory OT? Yes, yeah, I got to do that. Still got to do it. You like watching the home improvement videos? Cool. Yeah, well, like I said, there's going to be more of them. Probably I'll start shooting, a couple today. Do some this weekend. The beauty of doing two videos a week now is that I can maybe combine 2 days worth of work into one video. So make a little bit more, a little bit longer video and a little bit more detail and stuff like that. Am I going to do a meetup in Waco? Yeah, maybe someday. I actually last weekend went out for a walk one day. Didn't even vlog it. Just kind of went down to downtown Waco to see what was going on down there. And I visited the the Waco Suspension Bridge and the area where the tornado went through and the City Hall area and a few of the cool things down there. It was fun to walk down there. I noticed that they've shut down the suspension bridge. I guess they're doing some retrofitting or something. So I couldn't even walk across the bridge. I wanted to do that, but not going to be doing that for a while, I guess. Do the cats sleep in the bed with me? No, they don't. They don't get into my bedroom. I don't want cat hair all over my bed. They have their own room, and Bite actually sleeps on the couch a lot. That's one of his places. Your 40-inch TV, 42-inch TV is mounted on a custom easel made of stained 2x4. That's cool. That'll work. That's actually kind of a good idea. Mine's just hanging on the wall. Gave up on the treat dispenser. You stopped dispensing treats? Huh? Thanks, CMV Young. Yeah, enjoy your afternoon too. What are you doing? Huh? On the screen you look like you're blue. You know that? Yeah, you look kind of blue. I don't have a black and white cat. I have a black and blue cat. I swear I don't hit him or anything. He just looks that way. You can do try out for Blue Man Group, Blue Cat Group, huh? How's your drumming? Yeah, okay. I'll mention that. Yeah, PDXer said, yeah, you said I was going to mention something about work earlier. No, you haven't missed it. We didn't bring it up. Nobody brought it up. So now's the time, I guess, to start. You recall a couple of weeks ago, I told you that the boss had assigned me to one line, and basically that was my line now on the shift. And every day I did. A lot of people were calling that calling it a promotion, or saying I was a lead. Neither of which was really true. It was because I have a lead. There's actually two leads in the department on my shift, and wasn't even really a promotion. It was more just kind of a an acknowledgement from management that they thought that I could handle something like that. But something interesting did happen on Thursday. I actually had one of the leads from the night shift approach me, and they actually did ask me if I wanted to be a lead. Uh, and so I thought that was kind of cool. Talked to my boss a little bit about it. Because I thought for sure that it started with him, that he had recommended me, but he really didn't know anything about it. So apparently they just kind of got wind about me, and I got offered a lead position. So in the end, I decided I'm not going to do it because it would mean going to night shift, and I'm not really interested in flipping my world upside down and living my life at night and all that. So, but I thought it was very, very cool that they would ask me that. Apparently, I'm not even really technically allowed to do it yet because I think I have to be with the company for a year before I can make a transfer, and I've only been there for about 10 months. It'll be a year in March, but it's cool that they think about me that way. You asked Alexa what the temperature was in Waco and said 56. Yeah, that's probably about right. Let's see if I can see what it is here. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, this thing kills me every time I pull it up. For some reason, it goes to Garden Grove, California, which is where my mom used to live, and not where I am. So no, I don't want premium. Just current location. That should be okay. It says 59 on mine. Let me actually go see what the real number is. Hang on a second. Just a second. Yeah, Alexa is closer than the Weather Channel is. The temperature right now is 57. So yeah. If it wasn't like a 12-hour shift, plus the fact if I become a lead, it isn't going to be a 12-hour shift. It's going to be like a 13 or 14-hour shift. And I think the combination of the two extra hours and throwing it into the night shift, I think that would just be too much for me. So I was really happy that they offered it to me. It shows that they kind of think I'm on the right track with the company. And I talked to my boss about it a little bit, and he said, he hadn't heard much about it, but he heard rumors that I'd been asked, and he said he'd be sad to lose me, but he wouldn't begrudge me if I did. But we kind of talked about what the job entails. Like I said, my concern was, I'm struggling a little bit with 12-hour days. I don't know if I could do a 14-hour day, and that he said that is one thing that comes with being a lead, and and then of course being at night, who knows how long it might be before I might be able to get back into the day shift. So, and I was also worried that if I couldn't do it and it didn't work out, what happens then? Because they probably already replaced me on my shift. Do I lose my job or what? So I decided just to stay where I am. But I was happy that they asked. That was very cool that they think about me that way. Hi, Gail. How's Georgia today? See, I can work at night. I'm not. I'm actually more of a night person, And some of the happiest jobs, happiest I've ever been in jobs was when I worked in the evenings or at night. But there's a difference between like working from 2 in the afternoon till 10 at night, or 5 in the afternoon till 1 in the morning, or even 10 at night to like 6 in the morning. But there's a big difference between that and working at 6 at night till 8 in the morning. That's a long, long shift. I am a night person, so I can do that, and but there's limits to it, and I think that exceeded my limits. That's another issue with it too, Rhonda. Is I know sometimes if I burn the candle at both ends, I make myself sick. And you find a sanctuary for Flash. No, the sanctuary will be the backyard. She'll thrive here. She's gonna love it here. Lots of bugs to eat, lots of grass to chew on. I'll have some fresh veggies for her to have from time to time. I'll just have to keep an eye on her when the temperature gets really low. I'll have to build her like a little box that I can put in the garage. So if it gets to the point where it's snowing again, like it did last week, I can move her in the garage and she'll be fine. The girls are night owls too. Oh, sounds like fun. A friend of yours told you that Disney owns property in Imperial Valley. I'm sure Disney owns property everywhere. Congratulations, Gail. Glad you're here. I usually do them about this time of day on Sundays. So, if you're free, you can check in. I'm usually here. Might not always be right now with the overtime at work, but we'll try it when we can. Managers are sometimes the first to go when the economy turns sour. Yeah, I guess I've experienced that a little bit, but I think that every time that I have been manager that I've been let go, shortly after that the company went under anyway. So because every time, because I was when I was at Warner Brothers, we got bought out by a competitor, and then they shut us down. They started off by laying off the managers and supervisors, and I lost my job then. And then a few weeks later, the place was shut down. When I was at Media Mastering, it was the same thing, and they let me go. And then shortly after that, the company went under. And same with ODC. ODC. Yeah, I read that Disney may move to Texas. I mean, they're not going to move Disneyland to Texas. They may build a Disneyland in Texas. They may move their corporate structure to Texas, but I don't think they're going to abandon Disneyland. You know what that would do? What that would do to the city of Anaheim? That would just destroy that place. Because I mean, all the hotels that have built up around the park, the only reason that they're there is for Disneyland. If Disneyland went away, all those hotels would go under. I mean, the convention center is right there too, but that isn't the draw that Disneyland is. But it doesn't matter where Disney goes. I'm done with Disney. I won't work for them again. That was not the place for me. Yeah, a lot of big companies are leaving California. Right? Yeah. Look at what GM did to Detroit. Exactly. They got rid of the passes also. Yeah. I was in a real fortunate situation because I was able to to live on the profits from the house for the first 10 months or so until I found the job. It's hard to believe coming up in May, I'll have been here for 2 years. Time has flown, but so much has happened since then too. You're from Palm Desert and then you went to chilly Northern California. Yeah, well, I guess you knew what you were getting into though. Annual passes are gone now Adam Wu says interesting. Yeah, I don't know. You'd think that Disney right now, I mean, I don't know, I don't even know if Disneyland's back open again. I think they are. Hang on, let me look. Yeah. Yeah, so you look at it on Google Maps, it still says that they're temporarily closed. So yeah, I guess they're not operating yet. Got out of there just in time. Yeah, I'm definitely glad I'm gone. You know, Disney just it was a fun job, but just there was no future in it for me. You enjoyed the Jordan the Lion vlogs that we're both in, and then I'm your favorites. That's cool. Yeah, well, I'm gonna probably go visit him at his house at some point when he gets settled, and help him with a few things, and we'll probably do a couple of fix up vlogs at his place. He gave me a big long, there's a big long list of things that the inspector said needed to be done. Probably 80% of them are things that are just really simple things that he and I can do. But I think he might end up doing some of the stuff himself or hiring somebody to do it. I think he said something on one of his live streams a few days ago that somebody had suggested on one of his live streams or in the comments or something that he should maybe just hire some local help to do it, just to kind of help stimulate the economy. And he thought that was a good idea. So I may end up getting there and have nothing to do, but that's okay. I'm sworn to secrecy on what state he moved to. I'm not even confirmed. I'm not even going to confirm it in the states. He's somewhere. He's moving somewhere in the world. That's all I'll confirm. It's going to be somewhere on the planet Earth, but I don't think he wants anybody to know. So does he have tools? No, I don't think so. In fact, I was thinking when I went and visit him, that may be like my housewarming gift for him is just buy him a small collection of tools. Just the simple stuff, some screwdrivers, a hammer, some pliers, the general stuff that you need. He doesn't need any of the specialty stuff. We'll look after the cats when I go to Jordan's. We'll figure something out. There's some neighbor kids across the street that would probably welcome the opportunity. And if I went in the summer and then they could enjoy the pool with their folks if they wanted to do that. Yeah, I don't blame him either. He doesn't want anyone even knowing where he's going to be. So I was thinking though, it's going to be hard for him to keep it a secret forever because he's pushing close to 200,000 subscribers. Eventually somebody's going to see him out and about. He's not going to live. He's not going to be able to hide in his house all the time. He's going to have to go to the grocery store. He's going to have to go places, and he's going to be seen. So I don't know. Yeah, I know Jordan is definitely not the handyman type. In fact, I think he said as much on one of his live streams recently. I know that I've helped him with a few projects. One of the apartments he moved into, he was given the opportunity if he wanted to paint it, but he had no idea how to do that. But he knew I knew how to do it, so I went over and helped him do it. He helped me paint one of my rooms in the house in California, so I kind of showed him a little bit, and so he was definitely eager to try it, but he wanted someone to kind of supervise a little bit, and so yeah, I don't blame him for keeping it a secret either. I mean, even I do it, and I'm small potatoes compared to him. You know, we get an occasional troll. He gets lots of trolls, and he's famous enough that somebody might just go after him just because he is famous. I'm still small potatoes, so you get to know that not only do I live in Texas, I live in Waco. Yeah, we're not doing politics here, Kenneth. Sorry. That's why I didn't comment on that. I'm done with California. California isn't my problem anymore. California is California's problem. You put on a disguise. Yeah, that'd be funny. Watching him go around, dressed as someone else. For $10, he'll keep his address secret. Yeah, he doesn't have to pay me to keep it secret. I'm going to keep it secret anyway. You used to be in music and was crazy, and you're very private now. Yeah. Oh yeah, Jordan's because it's amazing because Jordan hit his 100,000 subscriber just a little over a year ago because he was here when it happened, and we went out to dinner to celebrate that. And now he's pushing towards 200,000. I mean, I don't think he's hit it yet, but it was 181,000 right now. So, I mean, his growth has just been phenomenal. Yeah, I'm glad I left California when I did. It was the perfect time. Okay, I was trying to figure out what you're saying there, Rhonda. I guess that makes sense. Thank you. I'm glad you think my vlogs are getting better too. I'm definitely a little bit more comfortable, being in front of the camera now. You go watch my first vlogs, and you could tell I was very uncomfortable in front of the camera. It comes with time. Yeah, you're right. He has 1,000 people on his live streams now. We got what 74 right now. I think that's manageable. You get too many, and the comments are just whizzing by, and you can't even see them. Basically, for the most part, I try and comment on just about everything that comes up because it's at a manageable level right now. Yeah, Jordan is amazingly knowledgeable about the subjects he talks about. How do you look up subscriber numbers? You just go to the front page. It's right there on the front page. I mean, I've watched Jordan research his vlogs because when he and I would go vlogging together, when I'd drive him somewhere and I'd appear in one of his vlogs, that was before I was vlogging. Um, you know, while I was driving to wherever it was we were going, he was researching and watching videos and reading about it, reading about whatever subject he was going to do, so that he would, be prepared. He was taking notes and stuff like that. And it's funny, he'd be staring at his phone endlessly, and all of a sudden he'd laugh, and I'd say, "Oh, he found some funny story that we're going to hear about." Do all the people at Home Depot know me? No, not so far. Nobody's recognized me yet so far. So I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe they just, maybe they recognize me just as somebody who's there all the time. But I don't think they know that I do any vlogging or anything. I have left the cats alone. They're pretty independent, as long as they got food and water and a litter box, they're good. I try not leave them for longer than a week, though. Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make my vlog for everyone. It's something that, I want you to feel comfortable that, you can bring the kids in here and watch this, and it's not going to be anything inappropriate, stuff like that. That's kind of what I'm shooting for. Hopefully make it a little educational, a little humorous, because I like having fun with this stuff. Maybe you can learn something from it. Who knows? I'll get a customer of the year plaque from Home Depot. I wouldn't be disappointed at all if somebody came out and said, "Hey, we see you giving us free advertising all the time. We appreciate that. Maybe acknowledgement that way. That'd be cool." But so far, nothing like that's happened. Do I worry the about Texas becoming more like California? Yeah, I do. Unfortunately. Oh man, if I had a choice between watching me or going out and enjoying Lake Tahoe, that's no competition. Have a good day, Michael. I don't blame you at all for leaving. I learned so much about handiwork. I just kind of picked it up over the years. My dad taught me a lot of things, and for a long time, I watched an appalling amount of home improvement type shows. There were a lot of those kinds of shows. Fixer upper shows on the Discovery Channel, on the Learning Channel, stuff like that. I used to be hooked on that, and so I learned a lot from that. Learned a lot from Dad, and learned a lot just from trial and error. Family gone longer than a week. Get a friend that you trust to watch after the cats. Yeah, yeah. I would do that. I try and make it a point, not to be gone longer than a week. See, when I was dealing with the issue when my father was sick all the time before he passed away, I visited him a whole bunch of times, as you know, in California, and I made it a point, every time I wasn't gone for longer than a week because I didn't want to leave the cats alone. Do I have any merchandise for sale? Not really, no. Sent your brother my way. He needed to do something about squirrels and bird feeders. So far, that solution has worked. I haven't seen any evidence that the squirrels are getting at the bird feeder, and the birds are enjoying it. So, in fact, I've actually noticed that there's sort of a symbiotic relationship going on between the birds and the squirrels. Because what ends up happening is when the birds are pecking away at those little seed cakes, some of the seeds fall to the ground, and then the squirrels are there to pick that up. But I'm still putting food out for the squirrels too, so they get their share. Any places in the U.S. I'd like to vlog? Yeah, yeah. If I get to the point where I'm past the having to go back and visit my mom, pick up stuff there, and going and visiting Jordan, I'd like to go visit national parks. My parents and I went to national parks when we were kids for family vacations every year, and I would love to go see that stuff again, especially since so many of them are like geological formations. And now that I'm such a geology nut, I think it would be fun to go visit those things and look at them from a geological standpoint. So I'd like to go see like Yellowstone, Grand Canyon, and other stuff like that. Oh yeah, outdoor lights doing. They're doing fine. Yeah, they're still working. They still look good. They light up the backyard a lot. I like that. There's plenty of light out there now. It's not overwhelming light. That was one of the things also with the halogen bulbs is it was really overwhelming how much light they threw because it was just it was a lot of power pushing a lot of light. This is more subtle on the light, and I kind of like it's a little bit more diffused and it isn't so overwhelming out there. Yeah, I've thought about doing like a T-shirt or something like that. We might do that at some point. I don't know. Right now, it's mostly about the vlogging. You've seen other vlogs on LA look bad. Yeah, LA is, I mean, I understand it completely why Jordan moved out of his old apartment into his new apartment, and now I know why he's leaving California too. Petrified Forest is definitely a place I would love to go see. I don't think I've ever been there, but that is something I would love to check out. Your brother is a developer, and when you need something fixed, you called him, and he was the person. Huh? That's cool. Did I ever find someone to make T-shirts for the channel? Well, there is a local T-shirt printer in town. I actually talked to him at one point. I may do something, but they don't have something like that, like Spreadshirt or what was that other company, Merch Five that Jordan was working with for a while, where they kind of do all the custom fulfillment, and the customer orders it and they ship it to them and take care of it. It'd be one of those things where I'd have to go have the T-shirts made and then sell them myself. So, but I mean, we got that. There's that one T-shirt that I made from the same guy that did my logo. He also did a T-shirt for me that I don't know. It's probably a little out of date now because it was about my issues with the those pods that I moved all my stuff in. That's probably a little dated now, but I do have that one T-shirt, and there's like three of them in the world, I guess, because Jordan has one, and I have one, and the guy who made the artwork has one. The logs about people leaving LA are too many to count. Yeah, I know. California, I heard California is actually losing population so much that they may actually lose a couple seats in the House of Representatives. I mean, that's a lot of people that are fleeing that state. The thumbnail picture from Am I Smarter Than a Squirrel would be a great T-shirt. Yeah, maybe. I still got that image. Escape the pod, people. Yeah, that was it. That was the thing. John Yarborough, the guy who created my Escaping the Mouse logo. also created that, and basically it was a picture of me with a chainsaw going through a pod, and and it was a kind of a parody of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre thing, and that was a cool T-shirt. But you're right that that one with me and the squirrel would be funny too. Me with my crossed eyes. You want one? Yeah, I don't know. I may do one at some point. See, that's the problem though. A lot of people say, "Oh yeah, I want one, I want one, I want one," and then they're available, and then I end up with 200 T-shirts and nobody wants them. So I don't know. If I were, probably what I would do, at least on the initial printing, is you know make T-shirt. Collect the money from people who want to do it, get the commitment, and then have the T-shirts made and ship them out. Just basically make the ones for people who want them, and then that's it. Hey, there's Jeff Kidd. How you doing, buddy? I tried to stop in on your live stream last week, and uh, I was waiting for it before it started, and I said, "Okay, I'm going to run to the grocery store and get something, then I'll catch up with him when when I get back." Well, by the time I got back, yeah, and I turned it on. It's like I turned it on the last 10, 15 seconds. Said, "Okay, thanks everyone. Good night," and that was it. So I missed you. Maybe next time. Yeah, I have thought about a "That's Not How It's Done" T-shirt. That would definitely be one I could do. In fact, I actually sort of have an idea about that. In fact, I'll even tell you what the idea is because I just because I thought it was a cool idea. I'm kind of thinking of a parody of a scene from Back to the Future. And I'm thinking the first Back to the Future at the end of the movie, when Marty is in the DeLorean racing down the street to try and intercept the wire that's hung across the street, so they can channel the lightning bolt into the DeLorean and send it back to 1985. And there's that one scene where Doc Brown is trying to get the wire strung, and the tree falls and unplugs the wire, and the last second he's got this big plug and he's trying to connect it together, and uh, and he does it right before the lightning strike happens, and and then everything works. I'm picturing myself in that scene, in kind of a cartoon version of me playing the Doc Brown role, and with the pole or with the plug, trying to plug it in right before the lightning bolt strikes, and then the caption would be, "That's not how it's done." So that's sort of my idea, and I think that could be done. I have to get a picture of me in a lab coat though. I don't know. What do you think? Is that a good T-shirt? I think I even had some pictures of it at one point. Let me see here, or at least pictures of what I was thinking of. Let's see, that would have been way, 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 way back before I was even in the house. That's still with me in the house. Okay, now we're getting back to when I was in the apartment. Let's see here. I don't remember how far back it was. Now we've gone back so far. I'm seeing original artwork of the other T-shirt that I did. That one. That was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre T-shirt. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't have it here anymore. But I found like some screen captures from the movie right at that scene. I'd have to make kid sizes. Yeah, well, I suppose that the printing company could do that. Like I said, it would be like a custom order because it would be find out how much it's going to cost, and that's all based on how many you make, and then say, okay, I need this many larges, this many extra larges, this many kid size, whatever, and then go and have the shirts made. But I don't want to make a bunch of T-shirts and then end up having nobody want to buy them either. Just driving home, so he's going to come back in a few minutes. That's what you like about my channel. Everyone's more friendly. That's what we kind of do. I mean, I look at us as a bunch of friends. There's Angela. Hi, Angela. How you doing? Yeah, I think that's the best way to go too. I mean, like I said, I don't want to make 200 T-shirts and then be stuck with them. You know, the Squirrel Whisperer. Yeah, that's another T-shirt maybe. Picture of a squirrel and me going. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the run would be. It would depend on how many people wanted them, and we're willing to maybe send money ahead of time and know it might be a month before they got it. Is Teespring, is that a company that makes T-shirts? Because I know there's like a Spreadshirt, and I don't know. I've tried messing around with that, and their system is really really complicated. Um, and I would have really loved it if Merch Five had survived, but I think they kind of started the whole thing, based on Jordan really, and the T-shirts they made were amazing. And I think the guy who ran Merch Five was really hoping that Jordan would spread it to like Adam and Justin and Carpetbagger, and that never happened, and the company didn't survive. So yeah, there's actually 85 people in here right now. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, if there was a company out there that I could find that was that made quality merchandise and could maybe help me with artwork. That was one of the great things about Merge Five with the Jordan worked with is they had a graphic artist on site, and the graphic artist would help create the artwork for you, and then sell the t and they put it on a T-shirt and go from there. Shopping done, mask off now, Miller time. All right, that sounds good. Yeah, if I made T-shirts, you'd definitely get one. Yeah, well, like I said, I think about doing it. Like I said, my concern is I don't want to make a bunch of them and then have them not sell. And so I don't know. We'll maybe do something like that at some point. You like my fixing things vlogs. You can fix things you can't get your husband to fix. Okay. Well, there you go. That's sort of what I'm doing. I'm trying to, share things I've learned with you, from learned with you and go from there. You'll find a lot of things around the house are really easy to do. Sometimes it's just a matter of having the know-how and maybe some tools. Yeah, it would be good advertising. That would be kind of fun. Friend of yours drew a picture of a buffed out Bugs Bunny saying, "Come here at Elmer. I have something for you." Okay. Yeah, see, that's how it would have to be the first time. It would be a pre-order kind of thing, because I'd collect the money and then have the T-shirts made and then ship them out. And what it would cost would depend on how many we make, because a lot of times if you make 50 of something, it's going to cost less per unit than it does if you make 20 of something, because the company they need to kind of turn a profit on this. Thanks, Connie. I'm glad that I'm helping to inspire you to work on your house a little bit. Like I said, so many of the things are so easy to do. Did I get any pecans off the trees in the front yard? Not any really. No, I need to learn a little bit more about that. I'll probably talk to somebody next year when we get close to doing that and trying to figure that out. Thanks, John M. I appreciate the vote of confidence. Teespring, is that what teespring.com? Because I might look that up. Let's see if there is a teespring.com here. Commerce not complicated, huh? There is a teespring.com. I don't know, maybe I'll look at that, see what happens. Where was my home in California? It was in Southern California in a town called Placentia, really close to Anaheim, which is where Disneyland is. You could do bite and nibble. That has a saying meow on it. Yeah, maybe. Make some bite and nibble masks. Well, see, that's the beauty of doing a custom order is I could say, hey, I want, 10 extra larges, 10 2X, 10 3X, 10 smalls, 10 mediums, whatever, and, figure out exactly what it is that people want. You're thinking about using them for your merch. Yeah, I would want to see what the quality is. That was one of the things that I really liked about Merch 5 is the t-shirts were really high quality. I don't necessarily think that a lot of the t-shirts that Jordan was getting from the other company, Spreadshirt, were that high quality. I don't know though. I guess I got a couple of t-shirts, but I think the best t-shirts I ever got of Jordan's were all from Merch 5, because I like those because they were screen printed, not just like some quasi like inkjet printing that they're printing on the shirt. Those don't last long. Cooking with bite and nibble with them with their hats on, yeah. All right, Bill K's back. I know Spreadshirt does mugs and hats and stuff like that. Hats are a little complicated though because you have to give them vector graphics rather than rasterized graphics, and so that gets a little bit more complicated. And the issue with Spreadshirt is they don't really have a system for helping you create artwork. You basically have to create your own artwork and then make the t-shirt. Here's an idea for a t-shirt: you stepping from California to Texas. Yeah, like a big giant me with one foot in California and then the next foot in Texas. Yeah, that could me a big me wearing a cowboy hat or something like that. That'd be kind of funny. Cooking aprons, yeah, that would I guess be a natural, right? With bite saying with bites and nibbles, and with the cats with their hats on. Yeah, that might be kind of cool. Yeah, see, I think that's the issue you run into is the logos wash off, because I think that's what happens when you do like an inkjet kind of printer kind of thing, rather than actual doing screen printing where it's actually ink that's being physically applied to it. Definitely, they have to be high quality because I don't want to sell junk. See, and that was one of the things, Peg Tooth, that I liked about the place I was looking at is the in downtown Waco is they had all sorts of different T-shirts, and you could basically pay for whatever kind of T-shirt you want, and get a nice solid cotton T-shirt like a Hanes black T-shirt or something like that, and print on it, But I want to have a quality T-shirt. I don't want it to feel cheap because and I definitely want it to last. If it's going to be advertising, you want people to be able to see it for a while. And if they throw it in the wash the first time and the image washes off, then that's not worth it. So a few of you have worked with Teespring. Okay, I'll look at that and see what they see what they have to say. 'Cause like I said, I haven't been. I do actually have a Spreadshirt account, but like I said, I haven't really been that impressed with their stuff. So yeah, that was an idea my dad used. I told you about that with the cotton ball. Now I didn't actually use cotton balls in this case because cotton balls were a little bit too big for what I was doing. What I actually did is use a little piece of Kleenex, and I tore like about a 5 inch long, about 1 inch wide strip of Kleenex, tied it in the middle of the string, and then fed that in there, and that worked really well. No, I don't think my mom's used her Instant Pot yet. I keep giving her recipes, but I think she's a little intimidated. That's another reason why I need to kind of go visit her because I think if I walk her through it, and she sees how easy it is, especially for veggies. She loves steamed veggies. If I showed her how easy it is to do that, I don't think she'd be as afraid of it. I think a lot of people they look at that thing, they see all the buttons on it, especially my mom. My mom is not a technical person, and I think it scares her a little. But I think if she saw how easy it is to use and how great it works, I think she'd be using it all the time. I love mine. That's one of probably my most useful kitchen appliances right now. Yeah, silk screen is definitely going to last longer. It's a little longer than 60 seconds to do veggies, but it's like 3 minutes. Perfect steamed broccoli in 3 minutes. That's awesome. Plus the building up the time it takes to build the pressure. But in reality, it's automatic. You put a little bit of water in the bottom of the pot. You put the veggies in the little basket. You put it in there. You close it. You press the steam button. You set the time, and you come back at 3 minutes, and it's done. It's all automatic. Thank you, Prairie Back. I appreciate the compliment. I'm glad that you like the vlogs. And I mean, if you haven't had a chance, go back and watch some of the earlier ones. I got more than 500 of them now. That's amazing to me, even to me. I look at it, it's like I can't believe that. that I've got this many so far this quickly. I never thought when I started I'd get to 500 of them. It was a big milestone when I hit 100, but 500, that's insane. I think my mom might actually be watching this one. She said she might. So I don't know if she sees the comment. So, Mom, Connie said, "Come on, Mom, we're all cheering for you." So uh, get going on the Instant Pot. You watched me do enough Instant Pot recipes. Now go try it. It's easy. Veggies are easy, and you love veggies. You know, asparagus is perfect every time. Brussels sprouts are perfect every time. Broccoli and cauliflower are perfect every time. Spinach is perfect every time. Sliced carrots, perfect every time. It's easy to do and it's automatic. Connie says she's old and slow and not a techie, but she's loving her Instant Pot. So there you go, Mom. You got to try it. Yeah, Angela says it's easy to use. Top Vlogger says they love their Instant Pot. Put some pressure on it. Go, Mom. You know, I'm going to feel really silly now if I find out she's not watching this. You watched them all several times over. That's cool. Thank you. You know what I'm doing. I do create the playlist, so there is an Instant Pot recipes playlist. So you want to go see all the Instant Pot recipes? Just boom, find it and then play them. Hi, Nana. Loves Charlotte and Logan. So there you go, Mom. Charlotte and Logan say hi. I haven't made regular rice in it, but I have made wild rice, and I like that too uh, because wild rice normally takes, you know, if you're going to do it right, 24 to 36 hours, but you can do it for in an hour in the Instant Pot and get the same results. Thanks for stopping in, Black Dot. It's always great to see you. Yeah, like I said, I haven't tried other kinds of rice, but it should work just the same. Can I do instant popcorn in the Instant Pot? I don't think so. I'm not sure because it's a steamer, and I don't think steam and popcorn would work well together. Yeah, this isn't your, yeah, these aren't your old fashioned pressure cookers. There's the pressure inside is nowhere near what it is in old fashioned ones. And yeah, you're right. The old fashioned ones, they could explode. But this thing has all sorts of safety devices so it won't explode. We're kind of winding down here. You got anything to add? No? I can hear you purring all the time here. He's my buddy. Getting to the end of the glass of water here, so we must be coming close to the end of the live stream. You need an air popper for a popcorn. Yeah, you know, I used to do more popcorn than I do now. And when I did it was just microwave popcorn, and that's basically okay. I don't eat enough popcorn now right now to make it worth the trouble. Your mom was canning tomatoes back in the 70s, and you had them all over the ceiling. What? Because the The pressure cooker popped? Because I've actually had that happen with mine too. I made a mistake when I was making split pea soup once, and I put too much liquid in the pot. You know, there's like a little fill line that says don't go above this line. Well, I thought, it's okay, I'll go above the line. Yeah, when I vented the thing, um, I had split pea soup erupting out of the top. It was a mess. It was all over the walls, all over the ceiling. It was gross. So definitely don't want to go any more than the fill line on there. Need a lower atmospheric pressure for popcorn to pop. Okay. So yeah, that doesn't surprise me. It might not work under a pressure. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, the old pressure cookers were dangerous. Sounds like Matt's got something else going on in the video here. I want to see what it is here. Not his typical video. It looks like he's shooting down into a canyon where the water is. I think I actually know where that is. There was like an area where when I'd go and visit him, he would we go to different beaches every day and kind of just hang out and that kind of stuff. And there's one area where there was like a lot of rocks, and when the tide was low, you kind of walk around the rocks, and there were like some caves in there. Yeah, worse than Linda Blair. Yeah, you're right. When you were little, the pressure cooker exploded and burned your sister. Yeah, that's scary. Definitely hear the wind from Matt's video behind me. Jeff's back right at the end. Bite's back too. There's Bite's back right there. They had a pressure cooker that had a release valve. Yeah, the Instant Pot does too. Something worst case scenario, there's a little plug on the top that pops off and the pressure is vented. So it's really nice here today. It's going to be probably in the 70s. Perfect day to be outside. I usually end it about now, but we'll go for a couple more minutes because Jeff is here. Bite is my meowie buddy. Are you my meowie buddy? Huh? I don't know if anyone noticed I'm wearing that Meow Wolf t-shirt today. It's in the 50s in Florida. Okay. I suppose you get a little bit of that, especially in the winter. Bye, Charlotte and Logan. Bye, Rhonda. Thanks for stopping in. It's good to see you. See you next Sunday, hopefully. Thanks for stopping in, Mark. It's good to see you too. Yeah, weather's all over the place here. Jeff Kidd's the blood is too thin for the cold, huh? No, you wouldn't like it here in Texas then. You know, I actually do like it when it gets a little cold. It was probably into the 30s last night, and I don't know. I probably went out for my nightly walk about 11 o'clock. You know, just put on a jacket. I don't think I even wore a jacket. I think I just had a sweatshirt on and, knit cap. Was all my snow melted the next day? No, it took a couple days for it to melt, but it was the perfect snowstorm. It was all the beauty of the snow and none of the downside. I actually went out driving on the day it snowed, and basically the roads were already pretty much free of snow by the time I was out and about. And a couple days later, it was all gone. So all the good things about the snow without having to shovel it. Nibbles being a real bad hostess. Ain't that the truth? At least Bite comes out here and visits, shows everyone his butt. Am I back to normal work hours? No, we're still doing the mandatory overtime. So, we're just kind of doing our thing here. Oh, it's Jeff's birthday, or at least it was recently. Smoky Bones Barbecue. That sounds good. Barbecue sounds really good. I almost can't see Bite right now. He just kind of disappears into the shadows there. They think you're cute. Let them see that face. Huh? Is that the face? Is that the belly? Belly rub. Okay, he's already tired of that, I guess. What's my plan for the rest of the day? I think I'm gonna do a little bit more painting in the house. So yeah, gonna probably start doing that here pretty quick. We've been going for a little while now. The top bloggers want you to have a treat. What do you think? Do you deserve a treat? Have you been a good kitty? Huh? Been a good kitty? You're kind of a pig when you eat with your mouth open. Yeah, you dropped that one. Oh well. Give them a treat. Barbecue ribs. Yeah, we'll give them barbecue ribs. I think it'll be a little rich for your tummy though. Yeah, yeah, we're definitely making him endure too much here. What am I painting? I'm going to probably paint a little bit more of the living room area here. I've divided it into three sections, and I think I'm going to do section two. Section one is already done. That was basically this wall and this wall. But I'm thinking I'm going to probably do this wall and around the front of the house. So that's probably going to be the task of the day. Looks like he's been a good cat. Yeah, looks can be deceiving. He's my buddy, but I don't know. Sometimes he's a bad kitty. Anyway, I think I'm gonna end this one now. We've been going for a little over 2 hours. So gonna go shoot a video. My next video goes up on Tuesday. It's a Instant Pot cooking recipe. It's John M's recipe for barbecue ribs in the Instant Pot. Spoiler alert, they were awesome. So check that out, and I'm gonna get going on today's vlog. So thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you next time.